All right. Hello, everybody. This is Scott Hudspeth with Fresh Agent Marketing. Give me 1 second here. I'm just going to adjust this just a little bit. How we doing today? How we doing today? All right. Nice to see everybody. Thanks for being here. I'm excited to share with you what I call the call to action. All right. We're going to start just a little bit of a recap that I think you should know about. So, the last 3 weeks, I've covered the 4 parts to a successful sale, and those are traffic, conversion, follow up, and call to action. So I've done classes on all of these. And so if you missed any of them, I'll show you where to find them. But if you go to freshagentmarketing.com, click on Tuesday class recordings, they are all there. And then, of course, I'll give you my YouTube channel as well. But you guys can find them there. So I covered traffic 3 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, I covered conversion of the traffic. And then last week I covered follow up. And then I highly recommend watching all three of those to start your 2025 or kind of finish 2024. But you can literally start today on the 4 parts to a sale and start reviving the people that already know, like, and trust you, reminding them of who you are, what you do for a living, and then and then having great conversations. I lost one of my cameras, so I'm just adjusting this real quick here. All right, so here we are with that. Oops, I guess I got to go a little farther. Okay, 1 second here. Sorry, I lost the camera, so here we are, trying to figure it out. All right, thanks for being here again. If you guys have any questions throughout this, please don't hesitate to ask. And yes, I am doing a class next week, so it's Thanksgiving week. A lot of people are probably taking it off, but I am right now. I'm in the mode of grinding and where a lot of people are checking out. So talking to a lot of people that are checking out for the rest of the year, kind of sitting back and doing nothing. I like to kick it in so I have an amazing January, February, and March. So here we are. Call to action, CTA. You're going to hear me say CTA. You're going to hear me. It stands for call to action. When you talk about traffic conversion and follow up, it doesn't really matter if you're following it up, and it doesn't really matter if you're getting traffic if you're not asking for the business. Here's the thing. If you're getting traffic to come in the door, to convert it, you have to ask for the business. So I'm going to cover a lot of stuff today. And then the follow up, of course, when you're following up with the people that know, like, and trust you, you have to ask for the business. Today, I generated several leads. I've made over 100 calls today already before this class this morning, and I've generated several opportunities that one wants to refi in December, another one wants to do a HELOC, pull cash out for an investment property. So that was today. So there's a lot of different options that are a lot of people that are still moving and shaking, no matter what the rates are. They want to still do stuff. And another guy had his home for sale, and as soon as it sells, he wants to buy another one. So there's a lot of things going on, but you have to communicate, you have to engage, you have to remind people what you do for a living, and then ask for the business. So we're going to talk about creating a referable experience. So this is a big one. I covered this in a previous topic when it came to follow up, but I wanted to add to it because this gives you permission to ask for the business. When you do create a referable experience, when you do make people feel special. So I'm just going to go through this. Creating a referable experience for your clients as an agent requires going beyond the transaction and focusing on delivering outstanding service and building trust. So deliver exceptional service. So what does that mean? Be proactive, okay? Anticipate your client's needs and address concerns before they arise. If you know the 10 questions that are going to ask when you're showing them a home, when you're selling a home, why not be proactive and, like, put it together and answer it for them? Hey, you might have been thinking about this. Here, put a video series together. Hey, you might have been thinking about this. What about this? Hey, thought you should know type situations. So that's one. Communicate frequently. People love to be communicated with, whether it's by phone, text, email, right? Stay top of mind. Remember, we do the 5 calls, 5 texts, likes, comments. Like on social media, you can do the 10 likes, 10 comments, and happy birthday videos. Nobody gets upset by that. Nobody thinks it's freaky. You can do it all day, every day. All right. Communicate frequently. Keep clients informed throughout the process with regular updates. And just say hi. Just say, hey, do anything fun this weekend? What's happening? Anything I can do to help? Hey, I'm here for you if you have any questions. Letting people know that either by phone, by text. Here's the best part by phone is it's easier to ask, hey, is there anybody that you've talked to last week or over the weekend, that friends, family, coworkers that might be thinking about, talking about buying, selling, investing, that I can help out, of your friends, family, coworkers. So communicate frequently. I recommend doing it by phone. Of course, text is always good too, just to remind them of who you are and stay top of mind. Be accessible. Respond promptly to calls, emails, and text. You have to be freakish on this. 30 to 50% of the people that respond first or call back first get the deal. So respond promptly. They love to be responded by and communicated with. Go above and beyond. Offer assistance with tasks like staging. Recommending contractors. Do you have a contractor list? Providing a move-in resources. Do you have relationships of people that recommend these services? Do you have a whole list of people so that you're the go-to person when they need, or when they need assistance with something to do with buying or selling a home? Why not? Why not? Because that's what social media does, right? Social media, people are saying, hey, in my neighborhood chat, I see all the time, hey, who knows a good this? Who knows a good that? Who knows a good this? Just by being that person, they'll come to you to ask who you recommend and who you know and trust, right? Okay. Personalize the experience. Know your clients, understand their goals, preferences, and challenges. I'm going to get to you asking for the business in just a second here, but I want to like redo this just quickly to give you guys a refresher of a couple of the other traffic conversion and follow up, and then asking for the business. And this is so know your clients, understand their goals, preferences, and challenges. Why are they moving? Why are they selling? Why are they buying? Is it a job change? Is it upsize, downsize, right size? What is it? Customize your approach, tailor your communication style and solutions to their unique needs. Maybe they're not available during the day by phone, but they can text, right? So just know that. Celebrate milestones. This is a big one. Acknowledge birthdays, anniversaries, home ownership milestones with thoughtful messages or small gifts. A quick video saying happy anniversary or happy 1 month, 2 month, 3 month, 4 month anniversary is a killer way to stay top of mind and make people feel special. All right. And it's a cool way to ask for the business. Remember, CTA, always be asking for referrals. It's not, here's the big message I want to get across today. It's not just the people that know, like, and trust you. It's not just your database. Like if you have 100 in your database, it's not just that 100 that you're trying to get to work with you. You're trying to get that 100 to refer their friends, family, and coworkers. I call it the law of 23. Talked about this before. Law of 23. Each person has 23 friends, family, coworkers. Think about that. If you have 100 people in your database, they know 23 people each. That's 2,300 people that you could potentially have the opportunity to work with if you create a referable experience, stay top of mind, love on, appreciate. All right. Create memorable moments. Welcome gifts. Provide a personalized welcome package when they close on their property. Huge. We always do this. It's love it. It's so much fun. So welcome gifts is huge. Closing celebrations. Host a small celebration or give meaningful closing gift. Custom doormat, framed key or key card to a local business. Here's a story that just happened today. I was calling a client and she said she had a bunch of damage from Hurricane Milton down here in Florida. Um, Home like in disarray, like they ton of work. They're working with FEMA. They're working with all this stuff. But the lender's magnet was still on the refrigerator. I'm like, hey, cool. The magnet made it. And she's like, yeah, but none of the food did. I'm like, I'm so sorry. Lost power for 6 days. So that stuff goes a long way. If they're always looking at it, always getting something from you, you're always staying top of mind with them in regards to that. Okay. Closing celebrations is huge. Follow up. Send handwritten thank you notes and follow up post closing to ensure they're settling in well, right? Or just a video, just a live video saying, hey man, I just wanted to get with you guys to see how things are going. You guys get everything unpacked. How's it going? Anything I can do to help? Any recommendations you need from me? Any references you need from me on anything to do with the home? Okay. Just being a resource for them. All right, leverage technology. This is a big one, right? We talked about this. CRM automation. I'm working a lot on this. I'm going to be doing some classes here coming up. Use a CRM to keep track of important dates and preferences for personalized follow-ups. So important, right? When did you close? Are you putting it? Is there a little flag that's going to pop up and say you need to call these guys? It's what their 1 year anniversary. Or are you sending weekly emails to your whole or monthly emails? Worst case, quarterly emails. I would recommend monthly. Um, Home anniversary reminders, send updates on home values or market trends as part of an ongoing value add service. There's automation for that too. Social media shout outs. We talked about this a lot. The likes, the comments, the happy birthday videos, huge, huge, huge. Celebrate their milestones on social media with their permission. Okay. All right. Build a trusted network. Partner with professionals. Recommend reputable local businesses such as lenders, inspectors, contractors, and moving services. Like you should have relationships with all these people, so you are the go-to for all of this. So they're thinking about you, calling you, asking, "Hey, who would you use if you were to do this or do that, or HVAC or pool guy? We want to install a pool." Like, why not have that list of those people that you know you've surveyed or been recommended to from the people that you've done business with or local people that recommend them, right? Local business owners. Resourceful agent. Be the go-to resource for any home-related needs, even after the sale. Educate and empower. Provide resources. Share helpful tips for homeownership, maintenance, and market insights. If you're always like sharing with success stories, you're showing people buying and selling, investing, pulling HELOCs out to buy investment properties, new construction, whatever it may be, be that resource. Be transparent. Educate your clients about the process to empower their decision making. I'm going to talk a little bit about that. Ask for feedback. Survey clients after closing. Ask clients for feedback. I did a bunch of that today for a title company. I'm like, hey, what could we have done better to make your experience or your client's experience better? They tell you, or they say, hey, man, it was great. Awesome. Don't change a thing. Perfect. But if they say, I wish they would have done this, or I wish this, I wish that, take the feedback and put some little tweaks in place. It's just small tweaks. It's just really small tweaks, but don't be afraid to ask so that you can make your process better. Act on Facebook using suggestions to improve and address any concerns they mention. So that's a big one. Stay connected. Long-term follow-up. Check in periodically, anniversaries, holidays, value add touch points. Show gratitude. This is a big one. Referral appreciation. Send a thank you note, gift when a client refers someone to you. If you're, I mean, like I call it the referral tree. Think about this, and I should write on this, but if you have somebody that refers you, a client, and then that client refers you somebody, and then that client refers you somebody, I would go all the way back to where it started and go, hey, I just want to let you know what happened. Like you started a chain of like homeowners. Because of you, I've helped the Smith family, the Jones family, like all these people that you referred me this one and this referred me. I would go all the way back and thank all of those. They love that, love that. I call it the referral tree. So keep a tree of who referred who. It's amazing. Client appreciation events. We've talked about that in the past. Mixers, rent movie theaters. I've had friends do movie theaters, do a movie, barbecues, movie nights. We did Jump Land. We used to do Bounce Land, where we would invite Halloween party and bounce, and kids could parents and candy and pizza. And even if people don't come, they feel appreciated. Build a referral culture. So plant the seed early. Mention I think this is where including myself, I didn't realize how valuable this is, but when you do all these things and you start putting these things in place, mention that referrals are the biggest compliment and an important part of your business. Like, hey, if ever you hear of any of your friends, family, coworkers thinking about talking about buying, selling, investing, building, I'd love the opportunity. That's the biggest compliment you could ever give me, which shows me that I'm helping you accomplish your goals, dreams, and desires, right? Plant the seed up front. Don't be afraid to ask. It's amazing how many referrals we get from people that we're working with that haven't purchased a home yet, but they refer us their friends, family, and coworkers, and we close on their home first. Just so, but if you're not asking, you're not going to receive. I'm going to show you some stats here in just a minute. Make referrals easy. Provide business cards, email templates, links to your website, and reviews. Like I use Popl, Popl. It's a digital business card. I'm always sending that out. I'm always sharing that, making it super easy for people. In fact, it's Scott's V card. I tied it to a domain name so I can really quickly give it to somebody or text it to somebody. I don't have to remember it. Okay. Showcase success stories, testimonials, encourage happy clients to leave online reviews and share testimonials. The biggest compliment is one, a referral, two, a testimonial, right? Social proof, share stories of clients you've helped to build trust with your audience. Social proof is monstrous. That's where other people are going to come in and want to be a part of the referable experience. Turning gratitude into referral opportunities. So recognize the moment. When a client expresses gratitude, I can't stress this enough, it's a sign of trust and satisfaction. These moments open the door to deeper engagement. So recognize the moment, acknowledge the moment. We're going to talk a little bit about this. This is where you have that opens the door. This is like the best way to think about this is when you're walking into a store and somebody holds the door for you. They're like, wow, thank you. And then there's another door. What usually happens? You open the door for them and let them walk in. That's just showing respect and showing gratitude, right? Huge. Acknowledge their appreciation. Responds with sincerity, like, hey, I'm so glad you're happy with the process. I'm so excited for you guys. Show appreciation all the time. Helping you has been such a privilege. People can't hear this enough. We appreciate you. You're providing for our family. I appreciate the opportunity to help you guys into your new home. Appreciate the opportunity to help you sell your new home or sell your new home. All right. Okay. Transition to referrals. This is a big one. This is where asking for the business. So once you have a relationship and once you start getting moments of gratitude, you got to like, I want you guys, how many people this morning, answer the question, how many people have had a conversation where somebody has thanked them for calling, thanked them maybe on a text, thanked them maybe on an email? Maybe you had an appointment, a coffee appointment, maybe like a late lunch, early lunch appointment where someone says, hey man, thanks for your time today, right? I want you guys to start listening to those moments of gratitude. Okay. So turning gratitude into referral opportunities, make it easy for them. Encourage them to connect you directly or share your information. Feel free to share my contact info with anyone, or I'd be happy to reach out if you introduce us. So what I always do is I do an introduction by text. I do this a lot. So I'll do a joint text. Hey, Tom, I want to introduce you to my HVAC guy. He's awesome. Danny, this is a guy that's looking for some HVAC work. I'm just using that example, but um, that's a great way to do an introduction is by text. Now they have your information. They have their information. Now, hey, I'll let you guys take it from here. We do this all the time. All right. Great way to do it. And the text is 99% open, right? And you could see if they respond or don't respond and make sure that they're having a conversation. Reinforce trust. Highlight the value they can pass along. It's so rewarding to help amazing clients like you. I love to offer that same experience to someone in your circle. See how I'm kind of insinuating friends, family, coworkers? Yes, I'm taking care of you. If you appreciate the service, is there anything I can do better? I love asking the question, like I call it midway through the process. Hey man, is there anything I can do better to? Is there any better way to communicate, engage, interact with you that I'm not doing already? I don't wait till the end. I wait like at midway through. Is there anything I can do better? Ask the question so that the ending is exceptional. Okay. This is a big one. This is a big one for me. I learned this early on. Thank God. The biggest lesson I've learned and live by. And once you do this, your frequency changes, your demeanor changes, your conversations change, and this is just the perfecting your craft is having zero expectations of anything in return, no matter who you're talking to. This is a big one. Zero expectation of anything in return, no matter if it's a buyer, seller, neighbor, past client. I always, always, always try to leave people in a better spot on every conversation. Now, there might not be a conversation where I could leave them in a better spot, but if someone's asking me a question, if someone wants my services, if someone is talking to me about something that has to do with what I do for a living, I have zero expectation of anything in return except for to listen, answer their questions, right? Give selflessly, and success will follow. I'm telling you right now, once you turn this around, your desperation goes away, frequency changes, demeanor changes, conversations change, your attitude change, your body language changes, all this stuff changes when you have zero expectation of anything in return. I'm telling you, it's amazing. Sometimes I even push people, not push them away like literally, but like, man, maybe I can help you, maybe I can't. Let's figure out what your goals, dreams, desires are. Make sure I'm the right person for you. People are like, what? Like they don't even get it. Why it works: builds trust, inspires reciprocity, and fosters growth. Listen, provide value, and stay consistent. Listen's the big one. A lot of people are always thinking, what do I say next? What do I say next? What do I say next? And you're not listening. I listen and go, and then I respond with whatever they say. And like, you know how a lot of times you're having a conversation, you're like, man, I didn't think it was going to go that way. I didn't think it was like, wow, I didn't never thought it would go that direction, because you were listening and you went down that road with that person. You like, it's amazing when you go down the road with people, how much they will actually share with you. Um, had a conversation today for a client. She's like, I'm good, but my youngest daughter and her husband are living with me and I need them out. I'm like, awesome. What kind of time frame we looking at here? Like, how can we help you get them out of your home? Well, they want rates to go down. I go, well, you probably know what I'm going to say next, right? Appreciation, they can't ever get back. Rates, we can refi. So maybe we should put a plan in place now. So if they find that perfect home, or they see something that's in their budget or in their, like, I mean, it's, the rates are a little bit high, but it's still within their budget. They can always refi the rate later, but they can't get back the appreciation. So she's like, I know we've had a conversation about that. I'll talk with them tonight, she says, and I'll have them call you. I'm like, okay. So listen, provide value, and stay consistent. But zero expectation. But when you offer a service that you can help put someone in a better position, don't hesitate to ask for their business or referral, right? Zero expectation. But if you know you're the best person for the job, take it, own it. We're going to talk about that here in just a second. So assume the sale. This is a big one. How many people on this call go into a listing presentation going, this is my listing. I'm going to work with this buyer. Like, this is done. It's just done, right? Zero expectation. I want to make sure I want to work. Now I say to myself, I want to make sure I want to work with this buyer. I want to work with a seller. Are their expectations realistic? Are they in the ballpark, out of the ballpark? Or is there some crazy town going on here? So assume the sale unlocks success in real estate. So this is where you again, practicing your craft, owning your craft. So as a real estate agent, your mindset is your greatest tool. You've heard this before. We've all heard this. There's no secret here. When you approach every interaction with confidence that the deal will close, you set the stage for success. This isn't just optimism. It's a strategy called assuming the sale. Okay. What is assume the sale? It's a belief that your client will say yes. If you lack confidence, if you aren't the master of your craft when it comes to technology and marketing and sales, like doing a listing presentation that's second to none, like there's nobody doing this, what I'm doing right now. And it's about acting accordingly. It's not about being pushy, not at all. It's about leading with confidence, clarity, and professionalism. But then going back to zero expectation is a fine line there. This is where practicing your craft and mastering your craft comes in so handy, is zero expectations, but I'm the best one for the job. And here's why. If you decide to go with me, I'll do everything in my power to make this happen with the most amazing referable experience because I would love not only to work with you, but I want to make this process so amazing so that you refer your friends, family, and coworkers to me whenever they're looking to buy, sell, or invest. In letting people know I have incentive to make this experience amazing for you so that like letting them know like why like we call it the triangle. We won't talk about the triangle today, but like you got a referrer, you got the person you're doing business with, and you got another person that they're going to refer you to. Like it's just a big triangle. Good buddy of mine, Doug, shared that with me. You position yourself as the expert who guides clients seamlessly towards their goal, whether it's buying their dream home or selling their current one. So assume the sale. Any questions? All right. Key strategies to assume the sale. Speak with certainty. Instead of asking, would you like to make an offer? Say, hey, let's move forward. Here's the one that I learned back in my, I'm going crazy here. I'm back on my used car days that works every single time. I say to people, once I know it's their home, this is it. Like this, like it's done. Like they're not, they don't want to even leave the house. You guys have been there, right? Like this is it. This is it. I go, hey, you guys want something hot or cold to drink while we wrap up the paperwork? It's amazing. So like they say that when people go through that having to make that decision of yes, this is the one, or yes, this is the home I want to buy, or yes, we're going to want to sell this house and we're going to go buy another one. They go through a mini heart attack. So you got to help them get around that decision. So, what price do you feel comfortable with? So, hey, want to wrap you guys want something hot or cold to drink while we wrap up the paperwork? Change that little tweak there once you know, or get the objections out of the way, right? If I say, hey, you guys want something hot or cold to drink while we wrap the paperwork, I'm like, man, we got what about this? What about that? Cool. Answer the questions. Back to the hot or cold. Where do you guys want to go? Right? Confidence reassures client that they're making the right decision. Create a vision. Paint a picture. Use stories, right? Imagine hosting a barbecue in this backyard next summer. How amazing would that be around this pool? Or oh my God, what's the first party you guys are gonna throw in this backyard, man? It's a big barbecue, or like they're gonna have a housewarming party, show everybody your new home. Morning coffee, sitting on the balcony, watching the sunrise, watching the sunset at night with a glass of wine. Oh my God, man, this is amazing, right? Paint the picture. Ask leading questions. Guide the conversations toward action. When would you like to move in? Man, when do you guys think you want to be in here? When you want to watch that sunset on the porch? When you want to watch that sunrise on the porch? When you want to sit around the pool? When you want to have that barbecue? What date do you want to have that barbecue, man? Let's book it. Right? Confidence. And if you're creating a referable experience, communicating, engaging, interacting, showing appreciation, looking for moments of gratitude. You with me? See how all this stuff ties together? Overcome the objections with ease. Objections are a natural part of the process. Like I think people get scared to ask questions because you might get an objection. Get them out of the way. Instead of resisting them, address them calmly and steer the conversation back on track. Okay. I understand you're concerned about the price. Let me show you how this home fits your budget long term. Let me show you what it is now, what it could be, what it would be. It's just about the number. Like that, it's not necessarily about the price of the home. It's what's my payment going to be most of the time, right? For most. So what are the rates? What is the insurance? What are the taxes? Like let's figure this out. Let's see how close we are to making this work. What if rates come down 1%? What would that look like? Be solution oriented. Always have the next step ready. I'll prepare the paperwork and send it to you for review this afternoon. This shares you're proactive and have their best interest at heart, right? Assume the sale. I mean, like if you just go, hey, I'll have my TC. I have a TC that does all this. Hey, I'll have my TC send the sales agreement. Is there anything, any other questions we have before we head out? Assume the sale. Why it works. Clients look to you for expertise and guidance. When you assume the sale, you're not just closing deals, you're building trust, reducing decision fatigue, and creating smooth experience for your clients. They're looking to you, they're working with you, they're hoping Like, how many on this call have had people go, man, should we do this? Is this the home? Is this the, I guess that all the time. Scotty, what do you think? Man, let's talk. Like, so I go back to listening to what they told me. We need room for our trailers. We need this. We need that. We need this and this. We want to be in this area. Like, man, it fits all the boxes. I think it's a great decision. Yeah, me too. Like they're just looking for backup, right? You're the professional. Um, that's why it works. Remember, confidence is contagious. When you're talking to somebody, are you talking with excitement? Or are you showing body language that says, oh my God, this is not the house I would buy, right? We got to be careful with that. I remember showing a home to a dear client of mine that I was showing him 5 homes and I'd already showed one. So I'm like, oh, that's the home. That's the one they're gonna pick. Oh my God, they're gonna love this one. Show them a couple other homes first. We get to that one. I'm like, here we go. Let's see how it goes. And I did not put my body language into it or anything. I just said, hey man, here we go. Here's the last one. Like I read their body language when I walked in. I'm like, wow, this isn't the one. Holy smokes. And then I said, hey, so which one's number one for you guys? Which one's number one? Which one's number two? And they went back to one that I would have never guessed. So I'm like, holy crap, you got to be careful with body language, expression, like what you say, how you say it, you know, telling those stories like, hey, man, what would a party look like on this back porch? Yeah. What about coffee on the deck out here? Yeah. Oh my God, this would be so awesome. Like, so you're planting those seeds, but you're also reading the body language when you're working with them. All right. Did you know? Here we go. Get this. This is so huge. Like, why do you ask for referrals? This when I learned this number, which thank God it was like 10 years ago, 91% of customers say they are willing to give referrals, but only 11% of salespeople ever ask for them. Why? Fear of rejection, fear of failure, fear of the unknown, fear of questions. Here's a funny part that I always talk to my one-on-one clients. I'm like, one, asking for an appointment or asking anything, like why are we so scared to pick up the phone? This is pretty funny. What do our parents say to us when we're growing up? This is crazy. This is inbred in us from day one. As soon as we are acknowledgeable and can talk to people, our parents say, "Don't talk to strangers." So we grow up for the first how many years of our lives saying, "No, don't talk to strangers, don't talk to strangers," and then we get into sales, like, "Hey, you got to talk to strangers. You got to ask them for the business. You got to ask them for referrals. You got to ask them for the sale." Holy crap, man! This is so against my grain, right? 91% of consumers say that they were willing to give referrals, but only 11% of salespeople ever ask. So if you just ask, you'll win more opportunity than 90% of the salespeople out there. Crazy. 13% of customers believe a salesperson's truly understand their needs. So barely 1 out of 10 clients believe a salesperson truly understands their needs. Because why? Why is this? I thought about this one. I'm like, why is this? Because most people, clients, think that all a salesperson wants to do is make a sale. So I go back to zero expectation of anything in return, creating a referral experience, care, listening, asking questions. Is this the right person for me? Is this the right seller for me? Is this the right buyer for me? Do I even want to work with them? That changes my whole frequency. It changes my whole demeanor. Like I don't want to work with every single person because they're not a fit for me. That's true. So I go into a situation much different than the average person who I'm getting this sale. Yes, I'll assume it if I want it. You with me? So 13% of customers, they just don't believe it because all they think about is this person just wants a sale. This person just wants a commission check. Remove it, right? The statistics reveal a huge opportunity gap by actively asking for referrals and focusing on understanding your client's needs. You can position yourself as the top tier of sales professionals. Actively asking for referrals and focusing on understanding your client's needs. So like I just covered that one right there. I mean, like, so if you go back and watch this over and over again and like the practice bits and pieces of it, once you get like you can't just walk into the next situation and go zero expectation, everything in return. Like it's physically impossible. You have to train yourself to do it. You have to train yourself to ask the right questions. You have to train yourself to like hear a close where you could make a closing statement but refuse it. Don't walk through that door quite yet because you haven't built a relationship where you know their goals, dreams, desires, and needs enough to make that decision. You with me? Ask more questions. So why asking matters? Leverage your happy clients. Salespeople who actively seek out and utilize referrals. Get this, man. This is like, if you go back to, I'm just going to go back. 91% of consumers say they are willing to give, 11% ask. Salespeople who actively seek out and utilize referrals earn 4 to 5 times more than those who don't. Your satisfied clients are your best advocates. Don't let the potential go untapped. It's just simple. Build trust through understanding. When you take the time to truly understand your client's needs, you foster trust and loyalty, setting yourself apart from the competition. Elevate your frequency. Always leave people better than you find them. If you can, right? Sitting by the barbecue is not the time to do it, but if you're in a sales atmosphere, sales call, conversation, this isn't just good advice, it's powerful strategy. Positivity and genuine care resonate with people, creating lasting connections and opening doors for future opportunities. Elevate the frequency. How to ask for the business? Make it natural. Do you change your voice? Is it the same tone? Is it awkward? Is the body language different? Are you just rolling right into it like as a normal conversation? Hey, you guys want to grab something? This is the home, right? Is this the home? Is this the one you're going to drink that coffee first thing in the morning when that sun comes up around this pool? Is this the one? Yes. Cool. You guys want something hot or cold drink while we wrap up the paperwork? That easy. Should sound the same. Shouldn't be any different. Nothing should change. You shouldn't change anything. All right. Create a win-win. Let clients know their referrals help others experience the same great service they did. Right? Ask early and often. Don't wait until the end of transaction. Build rapport early and keep the door open for referrals throughout your relationship. I'm telling you, 91% say they'll give referrals. The law of 23. Actually, Joe Girard, #1 salesman in the world, his law was 250. Every car he sold, he said, I have 250 more opportunities to sell 250 more cars to their friends, family, coworkers. And why did he come up with that number? He went to a wedding and he asked the wedding director. He said, "How many people typically come to a wedding?" And the wedding director said 250. Was, okay, interesting. How about a funeral? He went to a funeral. He says, "How many people typically come to a funeral?" He goes, 250. He goes, "So every car I sell, I have the opportunity to sell 250 more cars if and only if I create a referable experience. I remind people who I am and what I do for a living. I stay top of mind and I ask." That's it. Traffic conversion follow-up call to action. How do I ask? Just ask. Hey, who of your friends, family, coworkers are thinking about buying, selling, investing, or building that I can help out? Would love to have the opportunity. Key takeaway, asking for business isn't just about closing deals. It's about being proactive, understanding your clients, and maximizing every opportunity to grow your impact. With the right mindset and approach, you can exponentially increase your results. Start asking, start growing. Any questions? Any comments? Anybody want to add anything? I wanted to leave a little bit of time for any questions that you guys might have. All right. So if you go to, let me just show you really quick. I'm going to close this down. To get the recording and to get all the other recordings, if you go to Fresh Agent Marketing, if you go to scroll down to Tuesday class recordings, it's 100% free. you're going to see that all the classes are going to be in here. Traffic conversion and then follow up will be in there, along with asking for the business call to action will be in here. So the last 2 weeks, and I'll put the last two up by the end of the day today or tomorrow at the latest. But they're all right here, and then the PowerPoint is it will be right below it. So you'll have the traffic conversion, you'll have follow up, and you'll have call to action. Actually, they'll be in the reverse order. So it'll be traffic conversion above, follow up, and then call to action, because I did it in reverse, but they're all right there. All right. So freshagentmarketing.com. Go to there. It's 100% free. Let's see. There's that. And then looks like we have one hand up here. Kay. I'm gonna unmute you. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Okay. What is the best way to go back and ask past clients for referrals? Oh, great question, Lee. Lee's asking, what is the best way to go back and ask past clients for referrals? Here's what I do this every single day of my life. I call 4 other people. I call for myself. Like, hey, I call up and I go, hey, Lee, this is Scott Hutzbeth. We worked together in the past. How are you doing? Hey, the reason I'm calling Lee is I just want to see if there's anything I can do before the holidays or after the holidays to put you and your family in a better situation in regards to buying, selling, or investing. Anything I can do before or after the holidays to put you and your family in a better situation before or after the holidays in regards to buying, selling, or investing? All right. It's just what can I do to put you in a better, is there anything I can do to put you in a better situation? That's it. All right. All right. Cancel. Let's see. Answer live. Done that. And then Victoria is asking the question, what if I'm working with my first client ever? Congratulations, Victoria. Woohoo! She's got her first client. Let's go. All right. And they know that. Should I mention referrals before closing them? Listen, like master your craft. I'm guessing, Victoria, you are with a team, right? Are you just like, depending on if you're with a team, not with a team, how long, what'd you do before that? I would use a little bit of who you're with, the company you're with. You can use we a lot when it comes to, but I would start with creating that referable experience, communicating, asking questions. What are your needs, goals, dreams, desires? Once you have that solid foundation of their goals, dreams, desires, and needs, no team really. So yeah, so I would just go with like be you. Like I should have put this as part of the presentation, is the right people will work with you, the wrong people will go away. So be you. We can't act. We're not actors. So be who you are, act who you are, but get to know them. Know that you're in sales now. Know that you're asking questions, you're trying to get to know them so you can best help them with their goals, dreams, desires, put them in the right place, put them in the right home, what exactly you're looking for. I love showing homes for the first time, because you really get to know what the people like. That's the best. That's the most fun part about this real estate period, is you show them a couple homes that they find accidentally, or they pick out a list that you're sending them, and you're like, okay, maybe this is it, maybe it's not. But it's like, once you get there, you're like, whoa. And then they start like throwing dodgeballs, like, nope, 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 nope. And you're like, okay, what is it about this home that you like? So it's just using your inner strength to ask questions, and then as you build the relationship and it's solid, that they've signed that buyer's contract, they've signed that listing agreement, whatever it is, then start asking. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, if one of the biggest ways that you can help me is if you know of any of your friends, family, coworkers thinking about buying, selling, investing. I'd love to work with them too throughout the process. I'm here for you guys. You can't ask enough, right? Hope that helped. All right. Answer live done. Let's see. Answer live done. Okay. Any other questions? Appreciate you guys. Thank you. Yep. You bet. All right. Answer live done. Cool. Anything else? I think she left. Okay. All right. All right, my friends. Same time, same place next week. If you can't make it and you're taking next week off because it is Thanksgiving, have an amazing Thanksgiving. Enjoy your family. Enjoy the food. Keep exercising throughout the holidays. All right. All right. All right, my friends. Appreciate you guys. Honored to be a part of your lives. We're almost finished with 2024. Onward and upward. I am working on some most exciting stuff I've ever worked on in my whole entire career. Can't wait to bring it to you guys. Can't wait to share it with you. Doing a little bit of it tomorrow, a little bit more on Thursday, but you on the Tuesday class will witness it probably the first part of 2025. I'm excited. My goal is to help you dig up, pull out, attract, get referred to you more buyers and sellers on a more consistent basis, just by doing these 4 parts to a sale: generating traffic, following up with the traffic, converting the traffic, asking for the business, and perfecting your craft when it comes to all 4 of those. All right. Again, honored to be a part of the lives. I'll see you same time, same place right here next week on Fresh Agent Marketing. Take care, everybody. Bye bye.